We're here at the Barrett-Jackson, and we're meeting with General Motors, and we see that they're selling off some of their heritage cars, and maybe you can give us a little bit of background on that and the types of bill of sale that they're getting.
Okay. General Motors has what is known as a heritage fleet, and that is a large number of cars, approximately 1,000. Within that number is the heritage collection. That totals up about 300, 350 cars, which are considered our museum quality pieces that we showcase in our Heritage Center back in Detroit. The balance of the cars are predominantly specialty builds, SEMA cars, race cars, pace cars, one-off cars, cars that support the launch of new vehicles, etc., etc. And what we do is every year we audit through. We've been coming to Barrett-Jackson since 2004, and every year we go through and we audit our vehicles, and we make the determinations, does this car have a representative history of General Motors in terms of design, marketing, engineering, powertrain? Is it a car that is essential to the history of GM? And if it is one that is not considered absolutely essential, we will look and we will sell them at Barrett-Jackson, stuff like that, and utilize, add back to our collection as we can.
The types of titles. You mentioned that there are 4 different types of titles. Our viewers would be very interested in that.
All vehicles here are being sold on one of 4 different ways. The first one, of course, is a production VIN number that is totally compliant and certified. You'll get either the title or the MSO, just like the majority of cars sold here outside of what GM is selling. Certain cars are being sold on a bill of sale. A bill of sale is issued on a vehicle that is not compliant and in no way, shape, or form can be made compliant to FBMSS standards. An example would be a concept car. A car that is lower, it has an entirely different suspension, a car that the frame and the body don't match up, a car that has a totally different powertrain in it. Also a car that has EX VIN numbers, which are not validated cars anyway. So if it's an EX VIN number sold on a pure bill of sale, no title exists on it. Certain other cars are sold on a bill of sale scrap. That is a production VIN number, but it is a car that is not compliant and that cannot be returned to compliance. So consequently, we sell it on a scrap title, which means it's a branded title. It can never be titled to be driven on the streets ever. The last way of selling the car is on a salvage title. Bill of sale salvage title. Perfect example there are the pace cars. Most people who are collecting pace cars want the pace car as it was at the race itself, but the majority of them do not have factory OEM wheels and tires on the car. So we sell it on a salvage title, so if the individual actually wants to drive it on the street, he can return that title. He can salvage that title and make that car street legal based upon the individual state's rules and regulations that he lives in. So that's the 4 way that we sell the cars.
Very good. How about the prices? Because of the economy this year, 2009, are you getting the prices here that you expected?
Our prices thus far have been very good. They've exceeded our expectations. Where book values exist, they have exceeded our book value. The cachet of coming from the GM collection and GM offering seems to have a very good bearing to the collector world.
How many cars are being offered here at this show?
A little over 200.
Out of a total?
Again, we have a total of 1,000 cars within our heritage fleet.
So is it safe to say another 200 will be in Florida at Barrett-Jackson?
No, we're currently looking to see if we're going to sell cars down at Barrett-Jackson. We're planning on selling some. The number has not yet been determined.